A lot of people are confused that the billionaire Oprah Winfrey and multimillionaire Dwayne Johnson are asking people on social media to donate to the Maui wildfire victims. But there's more that we need to look at. Fund of Maui's website, it says that the donations that people give are going to go directly to the victims. But when I check the frequently asked questions, the answers and questions are only for people that will apply for this opportunity. But there's nothing for media or content creators or just critics that are curious to know a little bit more about this organization and how much funds are actually going to go to the people versus the organization. If this organization that Oprah and Dwayne Johnson are putting together is a nonprofit for donations, then there's still going to be money that will potentially go back to the organization. According to the Better Business Bureau, about 35% of a nonprofit's budget is spent on operating costs, but there's more. Although we have no idea how their company is set up to give donations, if it is a nonprofit, there's a possibility that only 60 to 70% of the money will actually go to victims in Maui. The other thing is, Oprah has a lot of power in media. I mean, she was a talk show host back in the day and a journalist. So wouldn't she do a documentary like her documentary for Sidney Poitier? I mean, there's so much that she can do with the documentary, including Mark Zuckerberg in Hawaii. Let's take a look. Mark Zuckerberg attempted to sue Hawaiians on the island of Kauai. And yes, I know Kauai is a different island than Maui, but he was going to sue people that had ancestral land on his estate. When Oprah Winfrey did that Netflix documentary to shed light on the truth about the Central Park Five and how the justice system failed these 5 children, and yes, now they're adults, this is another example, not just putting a fund together, by creating some awareness about land and property and issues with ancestral Hawaiians who have been fighting for a very long time to keep their land, among other things. The lesson that we can all learn in this situation is asking people to donate while you are in a position of power and a lot of resources is great. But if you still have the power to create some awareness through a documentary, a movie, interviews, a channel, so that you can educate the deeper issues during a global incident, now that's what I call a strategy to help the world become a better place. Let me know what you think in the comments.